Well, I'm very lucky. I've also found Lewis here with his wonderful Seddon truck. What year is this one?
It's 1964 and it's a Mk5 L.
Right, okay.
10 tonner.
Brilliant. And why on earth have you got this? Tell us all about it.
A chap was getting older. He couldn't get into the cab very handy, so he offered it me if I wanted to buy it, and I said, yeah, I'll have it. And so I haven't had to restore this one. It's as I bought it.
Yeah.
He restored in 2010.
Right, now in 2010 it was in a bit of a mess, wasn't it?
Yeah, there's some
pictures of it we've got there, yeah. So tell us about how it looked back then.
Wanted a new body on it.
Yeah.
The cab wanted a rebuild.
Yeah.
It looked good from the outside, but all the wood work inside, all the frame and that, all rotted away. So we stripped it all down and rebuilt the cab. Did the engine first, like they worked on the chassis up there.
What this particular vehicle been used for? Because you've got a winch on the back, haven't you?
Yeah, they've put that on just for a bit of ballast.
Oh, okay.
It's quite rough to ride in empty, so it's just down there's a bit of weight.
So that wouldn't have had anything like that?
It wouldn't have had a winch, I know, it was just a flatbed lorry was before.
Now Atkinson took over the Seddon name,
yeah, about 79, Atkinson took over Seddon.
Yeah,
and, of course the name is not about anymore now. Like,
no.
Seddons were built up in Oldham.
Yeah. And does this vehicle start up?
Yes.
It can work? Can we hear it
running?
Can we hear it running? That would be amazing. Yes, please.
We can start it. It's got a heater on it to warm the engine up first if it hasn't been good for a bit.
Ah, that's a proper old sound of a truck, isn't it? And all this engine in here. Yeah.
It's lovely enough.
Yeah. Thank you very much. My father was a long distance lorry driver.
Oh yes.
He worked on lorries for many years, and he certainly used to drive these.
It's got a Perkins P6 engine in it.
Right, okay.
Diesel.
What do you make of that engine?
Very good engine.
Yeah.
They were a good engine. When we had the line spreaders, we used to take the petrol engines out and put a Perkins P6 in.
Yeah.
More reliable and a bit more power.
Right.
And fuel was a bit cheaper then as well.
Well, yeah, a lot cheaper, back in those days, yeah. But it's a proper classic truck, this, isn't it? It really is.
Yes. Yeah.
And all this wood inside, it's amazing. You wouldn't get that anymore, would you?
No, that adds a bit of character to it, doesn't it?
Yeah. There was no bunk bed to sleep in, though, was there?
No, you had to lay across the seats, across the bonnet here. Not too bad in this one, really.
Yeah.
But,
so you would have got a bit of mattress and just chucked it across,
That's it, yeah.
Yeah, which is fantastic.
But sometimes, if you stayed awake, you could keep on driving. There was no logbooks and nothing.
Well, no, you didn't have a tachograph or checking how far you were going,
As long as you could stay awake, we kept going.
Okay, so Lewis, we've got this clock at the back, but you just told me it's an early tachograph, isn't it?
Very early tachograph.
How did it work?
Got a clock in the middle here.
Yeah.
Where you stick a disc on there, and then there's a little needle you can just see there, as marks the card. And when the lorry's moving along, this rocks from side to side and scratches the card. When you're stood still, when you're not doing anything, that's perfect then. So it's not marking the card. So you're on a break or something, and then when you start off again, he starts over there.
Interesting. So as well as all the mod cons, we've got the tachograph. We've also got a sunroof.
Yeah.
Show us, Lewis.
Yeah.
How does that work?
Just push it up like
that. Look at that. Wow. What is it about this particular vehicle that you like the most? What is it about it?
The style of it. I like the style of the old vehicles. I do like.
Yeah. That's it for you.
Yeah. And I got quite a few American lorries at home as well. The earlier ones, like with the bonnets.
Yeah, like a Mack, things like that.
No, Diamond T's, GMC's, Chevrolet.
Right. Okay. Yeah. And so your history behind it, because you collect trucks.
Yes.
What else have you got?
I've got 16 more lorries.
16.
Yeah, I've got this show today. I've got 3 here today. The Albion and the Bedford S-Type.
Right.
I've also got an AEC Marshall 6-wheeler, a 1943 GMC Lime Spreader.
Right.
A 1936 Diamond T.
Wow. Okay.
6-tonner.
Wow. So I guess you've got a big house. Is that right?
Small house, big shed.
Oh, big shed. That must be quite some shed. So when you get up in the morning, do you think, right, which one shall I take out today?
It is like that sometimes. Yeah, and I still run lorries as well. I'm still a lorry driver.
Oh, you're still a driver.
Still running a couple of lorries.
So what's your history behind lorry driving?
My father started the business off in 1952.
Wow.
And we celebrated 70 years last November.
And what do you do? What is it you actually
general haulage, bulk, wood chips, stone, bark and compost. Bulk work mostly now.
Yeah. So you would have had a vehicle like this, would you? In
yes.
business,
yeah, several. Like the old Bedford we got over the other side there. We've had several of those 6-wheelers and tippers and flats and something like that. And as I say, lime spreaders we've had as well there.
And the other thing about these, it creates a bit of nostalgia, doesn't it, when you see them? It really does.
And the smell as well.
Yeah, which is lovely, isn't it?
Yeah.
Thank you so much for showing us around your truck.
That's all right.
Really appreciate that. Thank you.
Thank you.
Please don't forget to subscribe to the channel so you never miss an episode.